We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Hardy. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey.
To the 36-yard line, stop there. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now a play fake. Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing now is Brady. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the gun on 3rd down. Brady, throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Cook up the gut. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Working with his 2nd and 4.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Brady.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Brady going to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
2nd down and 7.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Here we go, set, 50, green.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Give them 18 on the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Lance on the option right.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. A 3rd down gain of 19.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They start the drive with Cook. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Brady now to throw.
To Jefferson on the slant.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, now Brady. He finds his man, complete. That's Barrett.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Van Jefferson.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, Lance.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Again, it's Lance.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Eluding.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
60 red. 60 red.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Cook on the first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady.
And the Vikings start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the...
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Lance.
Being chased out left.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And Lance going to throw.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, it's an old chestnut, but let's face it, offensively, they've got to have some pride here because this has been a worst-case scenario all game for them. Keep putting in the effort. Keep trying to keep your quarterback upright and get through the end of this one as quickly as possible.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack.
Lance.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And Lance now to throw.
Steps away to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 92 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for 1 more first down to help salt this one away. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
second down, they go right back to Cook. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, part of tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game one of many to come. Sitting next to you, really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for the Vikings, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex